Our Sun is enormous. 1.4 million kilometers across, 109 times wider than Earth. A nuclear reactor so large that 1 million Earths could fit inside it. You have heard this before. You have seen the diagrams. Earth next to the Sun, a marble next to a basketball. It is supposed to make you feel small. It does not prepare you for what comes next. Because our Sun, that enormous nuclear furnace that has been burning for 4.6 billion years, is a speck, a barely visible dot. Inside Stevenson 2-18, our Sun would be the size of a marble inside a sports stadium. And Stevenson 2-18 is a real star, sitting in our galaxy, 20,000 light-years away, the largest single object we have ever found. Stevenson 2-18 is a red hypergiant, a category of star so extreme that most astronomers did not think objects this large could exist in a stable form. Its radius is approximately 2,150 times the radius of our Sun. If you replaced our Sun with Stevenson 2-18, its surface would extend beyond the orbit of Saturn, the sixth planet, 4 billion kilometers from where our Sun sits. Everything inside that distance, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, the asteroid belt, Jupiter, would be inside the star, swallowed, vaporized, gone before they knew what happened. And Saturn itself would be skimming the surface. The volume of Stevenson 2-18 is roughly 10 billion times the volume of our Sun. If you filled Stevenson 2-18 with suns, you would need 10 billion of them to fill it completely. 10 billion stars, the size of ours, rattling around inside one object. The number has no human meaning. We cannot picture it. We can only write it down and sit with the fact that something this large exists in the same galaxy we live in, 20,000 light-years away. Close enough that if it exploded tonight, we would eventually see it. Bright enough to cast shadows on Earth even from that distance. Stars this large are not stable. They cannot be stable. The radiation pressure from the core pushes outward so hard that the outer layers are constantly being shed into space. Stevenson 2-18 is losing mass, constantly. Enormous amounts of stellar material blowing off the surface every second, creating a nebula around it from its own substance. A star so massive it is destroying itself just by existing. The gravity holding it together and the radiation pushing it apart are in a constant violent struggle that the star is slowly losing. It will not last. Stars this size live fast and die catastrophically. Stevenson 2-18 has already burned through most of what it was born with. It is near the end. When it dies, it will not go quietly. A star this massive does not produce an ordinary supernova. The explosion will be among the most energetic events possible in the known universe. A hypernova, releasing more energy in seconds than our Sun will produce in its entire 10 billion-year lifetime. The shockwave will tear through the surrounding stellar neighborhood. Gas clouds will be compressed. New stars will ignite. The nebula Stevenson 2-18 has been building from its own shed material will be illuminated by the death of the star that created it. And from 20,000 light-years away, If anything is watching, it will see a new star appear in the sky, brighter than anything around it, for weeks, possibly months. There is something else about Stevenson 218 that nobody talks about. A star this large does not just sit there. It influences everything around it. The radiation it pumps into space is so intense that any planet within several light years would be sterilized completely. No atmosphere could survive it. No chemistry could run in it. No life could exist near it. Stevenson 218 is not just a star. It is a dead zone, a region of space rendered uninhabitable simply by its presence. Any solar system that formed near it would have its planets stripped bare by the relentless radiation of something 2,150 times wider than our Sun. The largest star we have ever found is also one of the most hostile environments in the known galaxy. Nothing survives near it. Nothing could. We cannot predict when it will die. Stevenson 2-18 is near the end of its life by stellar standards. But near the end for a star could mean tomorrow, or it could mean 100,000 years from now. We do not have the precision. We only know it is coming. And when it does, the largest star we have ever found will briefly become the brightest thing in the galaxy. A hypernova, visible across thousands of light years. A death so violent it will seed the surrounding space with heavy elements that will eventually become new planets, new worlds, new solar systems, built from the ashes of something so large our Sun would be lost inside it. 10 billion suns, one star, already dying, and we only just found it.